If you lived through 70s or 80s, maybe even 90s a little bit, you're gonna love this game. What's up everybody, welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and today we are going to talk about the game called That Old Wallpaper. Now, as I said in my intro, if you lived in like 70s, 80s, even a little bit of 90s, you probably had some ugly wallpapers on your walls, where the wallpapers usually go, and this game tries to simulate that thing. In this game, you are basically playing cards to try and figure out, because every player will play a card with a number, and then from lowest to bigger number, you will get some of the cards that will make your big wallpaper at the end of the game. And you are really, as you are playing that game, as you are playing those cards, you are trying to figure out which cards you want to get and which cards other players want to get, because you know, if I want to get that first one, I will play the lowest number probably, but if I want the last one, I would play the biggest number. But you get cards from 1 to 10, but you don't get them all in your hands, so you maybe don't have the big numbers, so now you have to accommodate. Now there's lots of strategy actually in this game, even though it's really simple game, it's super easy to explain, but there is a certain amount of strategy, and I really like that about this game. But more of the strategy and all that aside, I really like this end game result, because at the end you will get this big, as you get those cards, and after 18 turns, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I think it's 18 turns, you will get the display, because all the cards you get, you need to immediately put them, and you need to like make you can connect them in a wrong way, of course, that's viable, but you will not get points. But you need to connect the right shapes together, so if they are big or small shapes of the sun, or like these blue things, or red leaves, or green leaves, or red flowers, stuff like that. As you connect them, you will earn yourself more and more points. At the end of the game, you will score points depending how many of these you have, and you will look for some majorities, of course. But the main thing is you will get this big ugly wallpaper that will definitely remind you of something that you probably lived next to through your childhood or your teenage years, maybe. I remember we had some ugly papers, wallpapers in this house actually. Now it's just a paint on the walls, which is way better than having to glue the wallpapers on and all that. But yeah, uh, that old wallpaper really nicely simulates the old wallpapers that you had in your house, and I like it. I like this game. It's quick and easy and fun. It's such an easy game to explain, and yet it offers just enough strategy to not be boring, not be dull, just to give you a little bit of a thinking before you play your cards, before you see what you want to get, what you want to collect. And I actually like games where you need to collect stuff and then have the majority of those stuff to get more points than others and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, I think it's a really, really fun game, worth checking out. And of course, there's also like these golden wallpapers that you can use as jokers. I completely forgot to mention those. So yeah, sometimes you'll find yourself in a situation where you can't like put the card in a correct way, or otherwise it will mess up your patterns. That's because that's the spot that you will leave empty, because at the end of the game you will collect throughout the round, you will collect these golden wallpapers that then you will use as like a joker, so to say. So it connects to all wallpapers, and it is considered to be of any color you need it at that point. So yeah, that is that. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for spending time with me. Do check out that old wallpaper. It's a wonderful, wonderful little game. And that is that. Join me next time when we are going to review something else. I don't know, probably some other decoring game, because I have one more that I need to review that's about decoring walls and rooms and stuff. And yeah, that is it. Thank you for watching, and until next time. Pozdrav.